Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. I have a message from the Father that He wants me to speak on, and it's about marriages and relationships. And He wants me to talk to y'all about how y'all supposed to expand when it comes to y'all marriages and y'all relationships, or who y'all supposed to listen to that can help y'all with y'all marriages and y'all relationships. The right people that y'all can go to that's going to give y'all the right advice, not the wrong people that's going to give y'all the wrong advice, the right advice. So this is what He want me to speak on. Y'all have people out here that's been married for years. I mean, years. And they have been, working together with each other. You have married people out here and single people out here have been with each other for a long, long time. And that's because they work together. They don't let nobody come in and tell them how they should not work together. They work together with each other. They agree on things together. If they have a problem, they work it out together. They don't let nobody come in and destroy that, because there's people out there knowing that they have came into people's lives that really be together and work together with each other, and they do not let nobody destroy that, because they know what they got, and they're not going to let nobody destroy that. So they stick together. These are the people that's strong and knowing that how God wanted to be, how He want marriages to be, how He want relationships to be. You have to know how to talk to each other and work with each other and compromise with each other. Like if you both have a problem, you go to each other and work it out. Not go to other people and get advice from other people. You go to your partner or your spouse or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. That's how you do that. You work out things together. Because if you go to other people and ask for advice, especially for people that's going through things, they're not going to give you the right advice, because they have not been married that long to give you the right advice. People that have been married since they was what? From them being from, because you got people out here that been married from their 30s all the way till they got in their 60s, 70s, and 80s and 90s, and still married to the person until death do part. They are still together right now today to death do part, because they listen to each other. They agree on things with each other. They don't let nobody come in and mess up that. They don't. So if people try to come in and try to mess up that, they go to each other and ask each other questions, and then they work it out. Let me give y'all an example. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this. I've been married for 38 years, which I always tell y'all that. I was married for 38 years. And my ex-husband used to bring his friends over to the house. Even though my ex-husband knew what type of woman I was, he would bring his friends over and we would all sit down and talk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So one of his friends had a big crush on me. One of his friends liked me a lot. That he literally went to his mother and told his mother that I am going to take my friend's wife from him because I want to marry her myself. That's what he did. So one day he came over to the house when my ex-husband was gone. He came over to the house and he kicked it with me and my children, because it was one of my husband's closest friends. Now he had a lot of friends, but he had a couple of dudes that was really his close friends that he can depend on. That's what he thought. He had a close friend that he thought All of his friends that he had, he thought they was really close that he could depend on. So this dude came to my house, sat down and talked with me and all that stuff. And then after he did that, he left the house and went and told my husband that he slept with me and all of that. He went and told my husband all of that. And by my husband believing that, because that was his close friend, he believed that. But see, my husband should have known that. I would never do that. You know me. Why would I do that when I'm sitting up here telling you how people is? Why would I do that? So when my husband came home, when my ex-husband came home, I'm in the house with the kids, cooking and all that stuff. Next thing you know, he come in and he was kind of high. And then we got to talking, and then he stopped trying to clown with me, like fighting and everything over what his friends say. I'm asking him, wait a minute, what is wrong with you? Why is you tackling me? What is your problem? Well, such and such told me that you slept with him. What? And you believe that? Yes. And he believed it when he knew what type of woman I was. He believed that. And then when he found out that his friend told him a story, he had to literally pick up his face and put it back on his face. He had to pick his face off the ground and put it back on because he felt stupid after he listened to his friend. And that was his close friend that he could trust. He really thought he could trust him. But he never knew that his own close friend was after me, that wanted me so bad. He didn't even know it. He really thought that he could trust his friend, but he couldn't. He couldn't trust him. And after that, my husband he finally figured it out that he can't trust nobody. You can't trust your close friends because you never know what they thinking. You never know what they got up their sleeve. You can't trust nobody because you don't know what nobody's thinking. Don't know. You can't even trust the people in your family because you don't even know if the people in your family like the woman that you have. You don't know that until they make the move on the woman that you have, and then the woman tell you, because sometimes women tell their husbands or they husbands tell their wives that your sister, brother, or uncle, niece, nephew, whatever, likes me, and they don't even listen to that until they make a move on you. And then when they make a move, they still blame you for the move that they make. They blame you for it, and it ain't even your fault. It's their fault, because when you tell them that their family is the one making the move, they don't want to believe that. Just like they don't want to believe when you tell them that their friends is the one making the move. They don't want to believe the ones that's telling the truth. They believe the one that don't tell the truth. But they don't want to believe the one that tells the truth until they lose that person, and then they believe it, but it's too late because they done lost them. But see, that's how it is out there. That's why you cannot go to people that you cannot trust. It's better to go to people that been with each other for years, and they will tell you the situation that they have went through in their lives and tell you not to, listen to other people. Listen to the one that you are with, because that person that you are with is not going to tell you the story. They're going to tell you the truth, even if they're telling you what's going on and you don't see it. Sometimes your eyes be closed and the partner that you with eyes be open, and they try to tell you and you don't see that. That's why you got to communicate with your partner. You got to communicate with your partner. You don't just come and just jump down on your partner back. You come to your partner and then you sit down and you talk to your partner about it. And then y'all compromise with each other. That's how you do that. Because your partner knows what's going on. If your partner telling you, look, your such and such a friend, your such and such a sister, brother, husband, whatever is coming after me, you need to listen to that, because they're going to tell you the truth. Why would they not tell you? Why would they sit there and tell you a story when they're sitting there telling you exactly what's going on? You need to understand that they're telling you the truth. And then you go, and when they make that move and your partner tell you that they make that move, then you and your partner talk about it. And then after y'all talk about it, then y'all go in front that person about it, because that person cannot tell no story because both of y'all on the same page. And then when you confront that person can't do nothing but look stupid and walk away, because they trying to break it up. They trying to break up your marriage or your relationships. They trying to break that up. That's why y'all have to communicate together. You have to communicate with each other. You can't let nobody come in and mess that up. You can't do it. Because at the end of the day, when you do that, you're going to wish to God you never let nobody come in and destroy that. Because you know what you got. You know what you got at home. You know what you got in relationship. You know you ain't going to let nobody come and destroy that because you know what you got. You have to communicate with each other. You got to communicate. You cannot take people advice. You have to sit down and talk to each other about y'all relationships and marriages. You have to do it together. Because people out here don't want to do nothing but destroy people's lives that happy. They want to destroy your life. And if you let them do it, they're going to do it. You have to go to your partner and you got to ask your partner, well, this such and such said you did this. And then your partner looking like, what? What you talking about? Such and such said they came over here and they did this, that, did this with you and did that with you. And you looking like, ain't nothing happened. Ain't done nothing with nobody. What is you talking about? That's what they said. Okay, so let's go together and handle it with your partner. Let's go talk to your friend. Let's go see what this, let me and you, your wife and your husband, your girlfriend and your boyfriend, go to the person that told you that, and y'all meet up together and talk about it and see what they say. And then they're going to turn around and say, I didn't tell you that. You took it the wrong way. That ain't what I meant. And that is exactly what they meant, because you confronted them with it right in their face with your partner, with your wife and your husband. You confronted it right in their face and they couldn't deny it. So they had to try to switch it around. And that's what people do. And I'm not saying after you hear the truth, then you go and beat up the person. No. The best thing you do is walk away. After they done sit there and their face looks stupid and they got to pick it up off the ground and put it back on and they look stupid, you just walk away. You and your wife and your girlfriend and your boyfriend, y'all just walk away because y'all done won that. They look stupid after they done that. They look stupid. Ain't nothing else they can say behind that. And then you can help people that soon as they tell you that, they disappear. You can't even find them. Well, where's such and such at? I'm looking for him. Girl, boy, that dude done left and went to another city. He done went to another state because they telling a story. So they ran away. That's what people do. When they start up stuff with y'all, sometimes they just run away right quick. You don't even know where they go. You can ask somebody where that person at. That person done vanished because they done sat there and thought they broke up that marriage or that relationship. That's what people do. That's what they do. Because like I keep telling y'all, misery loves company. And when a person is miserable, they want to come and destroy happiness. That's what they do. And y'all have to know how to not let people come into y'all marriages or y'all relationships and break that down. Y'all have to know how to communicate with each other, especially when somebody is telling you something and you think it sounds right, but for sure in the back of your head, it don't sound right. It's better to come to your partner and ask your partner, is that true? Because your partner you would know the difference between your partner. You would see the reactions on their faces. If it's true or not, you will see the reactions. So it's always better to come to your partner and ask the partner what's going on before you come in the house and start jumping and want to fight the partner and then turn around, you fight the partner, and then you looking stupid at the end of the day. You got to think about that. You got to think about that. Because people don't want you to have a good life. They don't. They don't. And that's why I say, when people that's been married for years and all that stuff, and they try to give y'all advice and y'all look at them like, you can't tell me nothing because you got dementia. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you saying out your head. That's how y'all look at people that's in their 80s and 90s that been together with their spouses and their girlfriends and husbands, boyfriends for years. And y'all look at them like, You don't know what you're talking about. You just got dementia. You just talking whatever you just saying. And they telling y'all exactly what's going on and how you're supposed to hold on to your marriages and your relationships, and y'all don't want to listen to them. So that's why people that's in their 80s and 90s and stuff like that, they pull away. They pull away and they just sit back and watch y'all destroy y'all lives because y'all don't want to sit there and listen to them when they try to tell y'all the truth. Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all think they got dementia and all of that stuff and don't know what they saying out they mouths. So y'all don't want to listen. And they just pull back and just watch y'all destroy y'all lives. And they going on with their lives and they happy. And then they telling their children's and their grandchildren's how they was happy with their husband or their wife when they passed away. I was so happy with my husband. I was so happy with my wife. I miss my husband. I miss my wife because they had a beautiful life and they didn't let nobody come in and destroy that. They stayed strong with each other. They compromised. They talked and they didn't let nobody come in and mess that up. And that's marriages that's strong. And they don't care about what people say. They stick together. They don't care about when people come to them and tell them stuff. They go to the partner that they married to or who they dating. They go to them and they talk it out. And then they go to the person that brought up all of this stuff. And then they bring it up to them and find out is they telling the truth or not. And when they see that they not telling the truth, they just walk away and make them look stupid. That's what they do. And they keep living their life with their wife and their girlfriends. They keep living their lives. That's what they do. Marriages that's strong, relationships that's strong, they don't let nobody into that. People try, but they can't break it. Because they communicate and they talk and they work it out. And they know how to not let nobody destroy their lives because they know what people is up to. They already know. And they're not going to let nobody do it. They're just not. People that's got a strong relationship and a strong marriage, they already know. Because they already done sit down and talked about how people is. And they already know that they not finna let nobody come in and destroy that. They already done been ahead, all of that set up. Yeah, if somebody come to us, what we gonna do? Babe, we gonna sit down and we gonna talk about it. And then we gonna go to the person and find out it's the truth. That's how we gonna do that. We not finna let nobody destroy our stuff. That's how marriages do. Them are the strong marriages. They communicate. They communicate. And that's the way it's supposed to be. So, when y'all got a problem, go to somebody that been married for years and ask them some advice. They can give you the truth because they've been married for years and they know how it is. That's the best thing y'all can do. Instead of going to other people that don't know what they're talking about, that have not been married for years. Go to the ones that have been married for years and still kicking on and tell y'all how it was back in their days and how they lived their life with each other. That's going to make you feel good. Because that's going to make you say, oh my God, you mean to tell me y'all been married all that time and y'all did this and y'all did that? Yes. And they take that to their grave. And when they go to when they see their husband or their wives, they be right back together again in heaven with each other because they happy. That's the way it is. So this is what the Father wanted me to speak on. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you. Father love you. The Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.